What's up, folks? Why are you dating assholes? You know, I'm a life coach, and I always think that I can help people, like, get out there and obtain freedom, start a business, financial success. But a lot of people come to me about relationships, and especially since that article that I wrote that blew up on Good Man Project, and then went to another website, yours truly, and then I was interviewed. Me to be interviewed by somebody, a host of a relationship podcast, it just blows my mind. But people tend to come to me for relationship advice, even though I'm not in a happy, healthy relationship myself. But why? So, and specifically when I talk about people come to me, I'm talking about women. Women come to me, and a lot of the times they're in relationships, and it's upsetting, and they're sad, and they're crying, and my response is, well, why do you choose to date assholes, right? Why do you pick a guy who's gonna be emotionally abusive, right? Why do you do that? And the answer is, well, better yet, the answer is, I don't want to say this because it's not my job to tell you what's wrong, to tell people what's wrong. You're this, right? I used to think that. But it's not it. My job is to get people to make these realizations themselves, all right? But like someone that's so I'm not against. I'm gonna try and avoid saying things. I'm gonna try and ask questions. One of the questions I would ask is, do you love yourself enough to not let somebody treat you like shit? All right. That may be why you're dating an asshole, right? You don't love yourself enough to not let somebody treat you like shit, to not let somebody insult you, to not let somebody, like, if you loved yourself enough, you would say, don't, don't. And it's happened to me. I mean, this is probably why I'm good at telling people about this stuff, because I was the asshole, right? I was the asshole women dated. I was the guy who treated women like shit, who said offensive stuff, who made them feel bad about themselves, who took advantage of that. I was that guy, all right? So if you don't say shit to me about how I treat you, I'm gonna keep doing it. I mean, not anymore. Come on, I'm grown now. But that prior asshole, if you don't tell me how my behavior is wrong, or that it offends you, or that it hurts you, or that it makes you sad, if you don't tell me any of that, you are allowing me to continue to treat you that way, or you're allowing this other asshole to treat you that way, whoever it is, right? You're allowing that, and the reason you're probably not, you're allowing people to do that is because you don't have the self-love. You don't love yourself. If you saw a child letting another kid hit them, you wouldn't think that's right. You'd say, "Hey, stand up for yourself." Or, I mean, this isn't even really about standing up for yourself. This is about loving yourself enough to say, I don't I don't want nobody in my life that's gonna treat me like shit. All right. So that's number one. Number two is, are you afraid to be alone? Right? Are you so afraid to be alone that you'll settle for this dumbass? Right? Is that the situation? What's so hard, or what is so scary about not being in a relationship? Right? What is so why would anybody be afraid of being single? Right? Yeah, there's a lot of people that are gonna say shit like, I want my grandkids, or, what's wrong with you? I mean, I'll admit that I've said it myself. I said stuff like, I've been single, I've been dating for a long time, and when I see an attractive, smart woman, the first thing I've been asked myself, but the first thing that comes out of my mouth is, "Why are you single?" It makes for a good conversation, but now I realize that that's kind of a dumbass question to ask, right? Your life, my life, does not revolve around a relationship. It does not revolve around anyone else except ourselves, right? We need to see that everything in life that we need is here, right? And once we realize that, and once we're like this super confident person that doesn't feel needy, like we need somebody, then we're going to start attracting some serious people, some people who aren't assholes, right? Are you afraid of being alone? So afraid that you settle for assholes? That's another question. Another question is, do you think, do you have such a low opinion of yourself that you think this piece of shit is the best you're going to do? I'll repeat that. Do you have such a low opinion of yourself that the asshole that you're currently dating, or you'll be dating in a couple of days, whatever the situation is, right? Your next asshole. Do you have such a low opinion of yourself that you think that that's the best you're going to do? Because if that's the case, then change your opinion of yourself, which would come from self-love, right? We all have insecurities. We all have insecurities. Some people act out, a lot of us act out. There's different ways to act out, right? Some of us act out differently. Some of us get in a bottle. Some of us get into cookies. A lot of us get into cookies. We sure do, right? But we all act out differently. Some people, it makes them feel good about themselves to go and sleep around. Maybe that was me too. Right? Some people are people pleasers. You know the people pleasers. You know the people pleasers, right? We all have these insecurities. We all act out differently. My personal goal is exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm not pointing fingers here, right? But self-love, right? To be secure, to have a high opinion of myself, right? And a real one, not superficial, not the superficial opinion of yourself where you think you're all that, but deep down you don't, right? Have a genuine high opinion of yourself. Have confidence in yourself, right? Love yourself, and don't be afraid of the unknown, right? People are afraid of the unknown. I'll stick with this guy because who knows what's out there, right? Who knows what's out there? At least I'm in a relationship. I may be dating an asshole, but at least I'm in a relationship. I'm not single like that person over there. Oh, are we judging? That person may be 10 times happier than you are. 10 times happier. All right. So I try to make a little video to help people out. This is the type of work that I do, that I enjoy doing, right? I'm here to help people, and I wish more people would come to me. All right. My life coaching is based off of 4 things: listening, inquiring, facts, and experience, right? I'm going to listen to what you have to say. Sometimes that's the best thing. Sometimes that's just what people need. You listen, you listen, you listen. I'm going to inquire. I'm going to ask some questions. I'm not going to tell you shit. I'm going to try not to, right? But I'm going to ask you questions so that you realize these things yourself, all right? And then I'm going to give you facts and information. The biggest example I like to give, and I give on my website, is, did you know that natural vanilla flavoring, all right? Natural vanilla flavoring comes from the anal glands of beavers. They extract that little beaver anal glands, and that material that comes out tastes like tastes like vanilla. That's natural, and because it comes from a beaver, they call it natural. Now, that's information I'm providing you. That's a fact. You can use that information to however you see fit. You want to stop consuming anything that says natural vanilla flavoring? You can if you want to. But I provided you with a good piece of information. You make the call. It's you. I'm not going to tell you not to eat anything that says natural vanilla flavoring, but I will give you a little bit of information. The other thing I bring to my life coaching is experience. Right? This little session that I talked about right now, all this stuff that I talked about, I know from experience, right? I know. I don't date assholes. Not that I don't have, my experience isn't from that side, but I have been the asshole, right? I've been the asshole many times. All right. I'm proud to say I'm currently not the asshole, but I'm also single. There's nobody else here but me and Rusty. All right. Other than that, I hope this is helpful in some way. I hope I don't get a reputation of being the guy who goes to Standing Rock, because that's why my YouTube is blowing up, because I'm the guy that's going to Standing Rock. But I want to offer more than just, some guy doing some popular thing or some popular current event thing right now. So I hope this is of some help. I will continue as things cross my mind. I got blog posts coming. I got some blog posts coming. But as things come to mind, I'll keep trying to make some videos that relate to like either a coaching session that I went through with somebody or a blog post that I'm writing on or working on. All right. Coffee time.